Hey Ken, we're at Picker's Paradise. Introduce yourself really quickly for those that don't know who you are, and tell us how long you've had Picker's Paradise and why you opened the store.
I'm Ken Avant. Picker's Paradise started in Austin, Texas in 1974. I've had 3 stores in Texas. I moved here almost a decade ago and decided to start a store here. Kind of resurrected my memories of my first store, which was a small one, but it was something that one guy could run without a big staff. So I thought the town needed it and it'd be fun to do, so I opened it up. And was our first Christmas was 10 years ago now, so in 2011. So what was the other question?
So why did you decide to have a store here in Weiser?
I just thought it felt like it needed it. There's a background of music in this town with Fiddle Fest, and I met a few people when I came up here to visit that were players, so it just felt right to do it. Just thought we would get in and do it.
What is the thing that you've liked best about being here in Weiser or Picker's Paradise or all of it?
It's hard not to have fun hanging around hundreds of guitars every day first, I guess, but the people that I met here have been really special. I've never lived in a small town my whole life till I moved here, and I know more people in this town than I've ever known in any place I've lived. So that's been the surprise, really nice surprise for me here.
Wonderful. And so did you plan on doing this forever?
No, I kind of looked at it like about a 10-year commitment when I moved here. I didn't know if I'd go beyond it, but I thought it would be good for about 10 years on a life plan,
Well, interestingly enough, it's been 10 years.
About 10 years.
So what do you think's going to happen?
I'm going to go grow avocados and tomatoes.
All right.
Hopefully write some songs and stuff. And I'll still be doing microphone designs and speaker designs, so I'm still involved in that.
So are you saying that you're done here at Picker's Paradise?
I am now done, yes.
All right.
We have brand new owners take over tomorrow morning.
All right. Why don't we introduce ourselves to the brand new owners?
Yeah.
Should we move closer?
There you go.
No,
You two introduce yourselves.
Well, we're the Youngs. My name is Narie, and this is my husband, Joe.
All right. Well, you guys have been a part of the community for a while. Name some of the things you guys have done here in the community so far.
Well, we've been here about 11 years. We moved here from Nampa 11 years ago. We're just kind of involved in the community any way that we can, with the Weiser Youth Symphony, with Fats Music Studio, and just doing kind of various things in there, helping out their different businesses.
And I know you're a musical family. Tell me about that.
Our oldest daughter, Gracie, who's 15 now, she sings quite a little bit. In fact, she's being taught by, and has been taught for years now, by Tori, so at the Bat Studio. So I think that's where our connection there had some of its genesis there. But she's performed a little bit out in front of the store. I think one November, I think that we had. Yeah. That was fun. And she's done a couple others, and she's just been growing. And then we've got, and she sings, but she also plays violin, and she plays some ukulele, and she plays drums a little bit as well too. And then we've got other children who play the viola and the cello and piano as well. And then our youngest, our 8-year-old, jams out on whatever she wants to for that. So we've got a fun little studio in our home for that stuff too. But so we've done a lot, and I guess I should say I played guitar for a little while, very very amateurishly for about 26 or 7, 25 years or so, but has always been my therapy, right? My happy place, aside from my family, obviously. But so we've done quite a little bit. It's fun. We intend to do more and have more fun here in town with this stuff.
So this is a big leap to buy a store.
Yeah. Except that Ken has done such a phenomenal job with what he's done. I mean, I've been coming in here and perusing stuff off and on for the last little while, and I've always been really impressed by him. Not only personally, which is that's a whole, we could do a whole another interview, I think, on what I've learned about him too, because he's an amazing guy. But his what he's done with his store, his vision for the community, and for what he wants people to be able to experience when they come in here and have, and so it makes it a lot easier in that sense, because you can tell this wasn't just a 10-year project for him. I think this is everything since your early 20s, right?
Yeah, I started the first pickers when I was 21.
Yeah. I have to get there's pictures of him, and
Now
he
I'm 29.
looks 21.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so without Ken, I mean, this would be a completely different prospect, but it's something that we're excited about, because we want to continue to share his legacy with town. So he might move on to greener pastures and enjoy his retirement. But I've told him all along we're gonna
And
capture.
this is really important to me, to have the legacy carry on, and it's going to be in great hands with Joe. He's going to do an awesome job.
Yeah.
Great.
And he forgot to tell you that he makes custom guitars too. He's
Oh,
quite
yeah.
skilled at that.
Yeah, the last 4 years or so started doing that, and I'll try to put one or two of them in here from time to time as well. But Narie and I will be we'll be here together running. You'll see her sometimes, you'll see me other times, and see us both sometimes. But she's very passionate about the community and the arts and performing too. Did you mention anything about? You didn't mention that, did you? So she has one other thing that she does too, which you should mention when you're asking about our history.
I created and founded the Duck Soup Radio Brigade with Tori Thomas about 3 years ago, and since then we've been gaining steam and gaining a little bit of a following in the community. We put on old-time radio shows on stage and live in front of an audience, and so that's been something else that I've been working on, and we're excited to see where it goes and just bring something different to the community that way too.
And you have a show coming up.
I do. This Christmas, well, for the Christmas season, it'll be December 18th and 19th at the Snake River Heritage Center.
And it is?
A Christmas Carol.
It is a Christmas carol.
It's a Wonderful Life last year, if anybody had seen that, and that was a really fun show. We'd have made it snow on everybody. I was pretty proud of that.
That's good. So I'm going to ask you a two-tiered question. So what'll change tomorrow or the next day, and what is your vision for the future?
So there's a
The
few
doors
things.
will be open for one.
Yeah.
Because the store's been closed since March because of COVID. I'm kind of a high risk, so I pretty much shut down then. So they're
Yeah.
going to re-engage here so that Weezer can have a good Christmas season shopping for instruments.
Yeah, and so what we plan to do is there's a few things that for one, generally what you see here is we're going to continue and remain committed to just keeping the store completely full of all kinds of things. I mean, Ken stocked it with banjos and dulcimers and steel guitars, slide guitars, ukuleles, basses. I mean, all kinds of things. There's a bunch of violins and fiddles, and I think a viola in the back there was one. And so just having the variety of things in here, which I've never seen in a store this size in any small town, because any of us who have that guitar thing just love instruments. You go to smaller towns, you see a guitar shop, you stop in and you check it out. I think most people who are musicians or hobbyists can appreciate that. And I've never seen anything that's anywhere close to this. You've had as much as over 400 instruments in the store.
Yeah, inventory's down from what it was last year, but it's still, we're over 350, I think, instruments right now. Hang on.
So we're going to remain committed to keeping the big selection of stuff here too. On top of that, we're going to bring in some new things, some modeling amplifiers and a series of pedals. We may bring some recording software and other things into just a few other little areas in the kind of the high tech sort of stuff with it. There's been some huge advancements in amplifier technology, and we're going to offer financing in the store as well too, and make that a possibility for people too. So I know how much it hurts to go into a place, get your hands on an instrument, and love it to death, and then have to put it back on the wall before you go home. And so we've got some really favorable financing options that we're gonna have for people as well too. And then there'll be a lot of other things that come. Will just be a lot of developments over the years as we continue to grow it and add things. we'll endeavor to continue availability of lessons for all kinds of different instruments.
Guitar repairs, instrument repairs.
Yes, yeah, thank you. And so because of my dabbling as in building custom guitars, that's another thing that I'm able to offer is some tech work and setups and maintenance for guitars in particular. But I've done a little bit with violins and that sort of thing too, and so we'll offer a lot of that. We talked about other community events too, and continuing in that vein as things come on. So there'll be a lot. What we're going to try to do is keep everybody updated through a new Pickers Paradise Facebook page, which isn't live yet, but it will be shortly, and we'll transition all that stuff over. And then as things happen and new things come in, and I'll try to record demos of things. We may do demos of microphones as well too, and instruments, and just fun. And people can come in and play. If people want to get on video, you can jump in and do a demo for us. Probably a better player than I am in a lot of cases too. So we just want to have fun with the community and do the good things, continue the good work and the good things that Ken has done for people over the last decade, and honor that heritage.
So Ken, we're going to start with you, then we're going to go to the Youngs. Tell us what you'd like to share with the community as we close out.
Well, this has been an unexpected and awesome 10-year stretch of my life. A lot of blessings here that I never saw coming. So it's going to be sad in many ways to leave. There's so many awesome friends here. But I'm also looking forward to kind of the next episode of my life. So it'd be good to get back to family. That's a big aim for me, to get back to everybody in Texas. So that's real important. But I sure do want to say thanks to everybody that supported the store over the years. It's meant a lot. You know, we started here not knowing anybody, and it's a good way to make friends. So have guitars, hang around guitars all day. But I'm going to miss that. But I know it's in great hands, and that makes me feel good too. So I'm appreciative of everybody that's come in here, and I want to invite everybody to come in and support these guys starting tomorrow. Come in and say hi, introduce yourselves, and I'm sure Joe will put together an awesome deal for anything you're interested in.
I want to personally thank you for the store and your friendship and Friday Night Lives.
Oh, yeah. A fun 5-year run. We did 60 shows. It was awesome.
Thank you.
I am proud of that, and it was a blast to do. It was a blast to do.
And we still have old signatures in the back, every show.
Autographs from
Everybody that performed are still here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so if you performed on any of those Friday Night Lives, you should come in and check out your signatures. We're going to keep all that stuff with the store, and so it's kind of, you're part of it. Everybody's part of that. It's your heritage too. So that's pretty cool to me.
What do you want the community to know about what's going to be happening, or as you move forward, or just anything you'd like to share with the community as you take this leap?
Well, we're definitely excited for this new venture that we're about to go on. We're grateful to Ken for kind of leaving it to us and believing in us that we can do a good job with it, and that's our hope. We love this community, and it's our home. It's where we raise our 5 children, and we love them to death. And we're committed to being here and to, making Weezer a really great place to continue to be. So we just want you guys to all know that. So.
We're just here to support you, whatever we can do, in any way we can do it.
All right. Thank you guys, and thank you, Ken, and thank the Youngs, and thank all of you for watching livinginthenews.com.
Thanks, Alex.